small ones.
The tiny ones, the best. So he stole a whole tray of tiny little donuts. What did your baby borrow without permission? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Joe. Welcome to the men's room.
Well, hello, Mitchell.
Hola.
How are we doing on this fine day in the Northwest?
We're very excited.
Yeah, we'll see what the night brings.
That's exactly right.
All right, so back in the day, a million years ago, I was working in a military base, and I had put some of our material, construction material, on the wrong side of the line. And I was told I needed to remove that immediately. Well, what had happened was one of my two forklifts went down, and I was told to no uncertain terms. I had 15 minutes to get this done. And so what I did was I procured a forklift from the military before asking permission.
But wait, did you grab the forklift to deal with the situation they said you have to deal with?
That's exactly what I did.
Okay.
That is exactly what I did.
So-
And so there was two ways to do it. I could phone up Bill and may I please borrow your forklift, or it can just do your bidding.
So you did the forklift, did what they asked you to do, and no one was the wiser?
Oh, no. They were so much wiser. Yeah. Army Corps of Engineers. Oh, yeah. It went,
So they thought you were trying to steal the thing when you're doing your job?
it was the fact that I didn't ask permission about taking military equipment.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, you borrowed it. All right. That makes sense.
I mean, that's what you tell them. Like,
And,
well, look, man, there's the possibility you would say no, but I still have to get this thing done.
Absolutely.
So now I got this thing done.
Absolutely.
You're mad.
If you say no, then it's a complete fail. If I just do what I do, then it's only 49% failure.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, I can live with that, man.
Yeah. I mean, if
like,
it's work stuff, it's work stuff.
like, I did not want to have to move this stuff. I was told I must move this stuff. There's a forklift. Let me do it.
There was a guy that was he was an engineer at the at a radio station I worked with. Apparently, the guy, and for whatever reason, this is a different guy than Gary, the guy I talked about who was naked and masturbating when I walked in that day. But this guy would actually go up to the transmitter, and he had a fold-out chair. He had a television, a VCR, and all of his porn VHS tapes.
He went to the transmitter to do this.
That's where he kept all his stuff. He was married, as far as I know. I did not know him that well, but I knew him. I would see him occasionally. We had a main engineer, but he was the transmitter specialist.
All right.
So to speak. I don't know what happened to the guy. I don't know. They fired him. I don't know what the deal was. But at one point in time, John, who was the engineer, not the guy with the stuff, but a buddy of mine, he said, look at this crap. He said, I had to go up to the transmitter and just to see what the hell's going on, what he's been up to, what needed to be done up there.
Yeah.
He's like, and he brought back 2 boxes full of VHS porn that were, some of the boxes were huge.
Why did he bring it back?
He wanted to know if any of us wanted it.
Oh, so the other guy had been let go, I guess?
Yes,
at this point?
correct.
All right.
So
Anybody want these?
He hauled the chair out.
So what did you grab?
It was an old TV. I mean, I got 3 or 4 of them.
Now, did you grab my title, or did you just reach your
I
hand
grabbed
in
it by
grab a
the
few?
woman on the front of the box.
Did you know who
these
she
were
was?
complete. So it's not like homemade tapes. These are the
Oh, no,
actual.
These were like
All right.
actual,
Then you did it right. She looks good. I'm taking
Yeah,
this
and I'm
one.
Were there any titles that you remember?
Oh, God. I mean, it was basically like the era of
Vanessa Del Rio?
Not trying to be cheeky, just more like XXX.
Yeah.
Starring the names. So it's more about the names of the people
That's
involved.
there was what? Vanessa Del Rio, Samantha. I'm thinking for our age group, like any porn magazine you got. It's not that they did photo shoots, but there would be 15 advertisements per porn star in the back. So you got to know who Vanessa Del Rio is.
Yeah.
Never saw her in a porn, but I knew, like, if I see a porn, that's what I want.
Also, they would do, Playboy would do videos of the centerfolds.
Mm-hmm.
So when they were actually doing their shoot, there was someone there who was videoing
Sure.
the entire experience.
Yes.
So,
Getting my angles.
You see, like, if you got a Playboy, the woman would be walking through a field, or it'd be a still of her.
Yeah.
If you got the VHS, you actually see her walking through the field.
And there's nothing hotter than a woman walking through a field.
So they normally
right.
put 2 or 3 centerfolds on one VHS.
Yeah.
But there's no sex involved. It's just her doing the photo shoot,
Yeah.
right? So I took 3 or 4 of those, I'm pretty sure. Problem was I still lived at home.
Oh.
And these are big boxes. Like, these are not easily. It is very clear what this big pink box is. You know, it's like, this is nothing that I would normally have on my own. You know, just like near E.T. and whatever else
E.T., Vanessa Del Rio, Gremlins.
Oh, box sets. Okay.
Yes, box.
they're
Big
they were
box.
big. They were big ass boxes. I think that was like their marketing technique. Like, the bigger the box, the more you'll see it. I'm talking about the box the VHS tape was in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Mike, that's what it's called. Big boxes. The entire collection.
A California man was arrested for allegedly stealing hundreds of thousands of Legos to resell them at inflated prices.
See, that
as
one
part
I
of a theft
understand.
ring.
I understand that.
Santa Rosa police began investigating an organized retail theft fencing operation against Robert Lopez last month. He's a resident of Lake County, north of San Francisco Bay. I want to say, is Santa Rosa where the Russian River is? Is that the
The
same?
Russian River?
Russian River, where they have like the Pliny the Elder or the Pliny the Younger, Russian River Brewing Company. Is that where that is?
Oh, okay. God, now this makes more sense. I'm not sure. I had no idea.
I think that's where that is. Detectives reviewed footage, conducted surveillance, and collaborated with organized retail theft investigators. Target, Walmart, you name it. They went to all the big box stores.
Back to big boxes.
The probe revealed additional evidence that Lopez was actively involved in an organized retail theft targeting only Lego sets. They didn't find anything else that he'd sold.
No, does that tell you that maybe they charge too much for Legos in general?
So they got a warrant for his home in Hidden Valley Lake. While there, detectives found tens of thousands of Lego pieces spread throughout the house, providing further evidence of the large-scale operation involving a lot of collectible sets. Police said the living room was filled with tubs, bins, and desks covered with loose Lego pieces. There are additionally numerous unopened boxes of new Lego sets, according to the department. Then cops found thousands of more Lego pieces in the kitchen and disassembled Lego minifigurines that were discovered with heads separated from the bodies.
Why do you think that is, Mike? Why would I separate that? I mean,
The
any
heads, by
head
the way,
can
were
fit on anybody.
organized by facial expression.
Right, because the heads are very unique.
Okay.
You know, there's a bunch
So
of
I
different
could
expressions.
fence
There's
those
Yeah.
for more than I could maybe your standard Lego piece.
Yeah, you know what? I think so. Just because there's so many different characters that they can put in those faces. It's odd how close to a resemblance they can have in those faces.
It is a little weird.
According to police, they recovered over $6,000 in stolen Legos during the search of his home. They say Lego thiefdom is a growing concern due to their high resale value, popularly among collectors and ease of concealment. In addition to Legos, police found ammunition, high-capacity magazines, and 2 guns in a safe. Guns were pump-action pistol-grip shotguns with collapsible stock, loaded with a drum-style magazine and an assault rifle with a loaded high-capacity magazine inserted into it.
Hey, you can't protect your Legos enough.
Just in case. What did you maybe borrow without permission? 206-803-ROCK.
Were you a big Lego kid?
I had Legos. They were no more popular than Lincoln Logs.
I agree.
Because they just
but
weren't,
also
they
didn't
weren't
really
specialized.
They would sell a few sets, but overwhelmingly, if your parents bought you Legos, it was literally just a box of Legos. You were happy if there were maybe 4 wheels in it. That way, you knew I'll try to make a car.
When I was a kid, the Bionicles were really big, which was kind of
I remember those.
It was their sets that weren't quite as big, but they were just these little characters. They had movies and stuff like that, and I liked putting those guys together. That was fun.
Does Legos now, do they just put out Legos, or is everything a specific set? Like if I go to the store, all I see are sets. It could be from a Disney thing, it could be something architectural, but
I got a feeling that you should be able to buy just Lego
like at the
sets.
store. Like
Right.
not to go to Lego, but like just go to the
But
store.
I think the money is in the sets.
So,
It is.
So, Mike, if you were interested in doing something like that, if that was really your jam back then, so the replica battleship, okay, if you want to make that with Legos,
Yeah.
you basically made it that as a model kit.
Yeah.
Where
Right.
you would glue the pieces together and you would construct that kind of stuff with glue and you would build your own models. So that kind of Lego, I believe, has taken the place of that hobby.
Basically.
As far as you know, when we had dumb stuff like In the last 20 years, Seattle's built the same high rise. It's gray, it's plain,
It's all
ugly.
glass, right.
It looks like, hey, let's be Vancouver, right?
That's exactly what it is.
We had erector sets where you could actually build those skyscrapers
And they looked exactly the same.
and make them all look exactly the same as the last 50 high rises they built in Seattle in the last 20 years. I'm not kidding you. You could build like a 25-story skyscraper.
And they were cool.
That is my only problem
Yeah.
with Vancouver. It is. All those buildings do just look exactly
Go to
the same.
South Lake Union.
That's
It's
what
the
I'm
same
having
thing. What did you maybe borrow without permission? 206-803-ROCK.
This portion of The Rock